Hello YouTube, this is another video from Super Apple Forever. So this is a pretty cool video. What I'm going to be doing is unboxing the Nikon Coolpix S900 or S9100. Okay, so this is a Nikon camera. It just came out a couple months ago. If you've seen the TV ads of the Nikon cameras, and this is a pretty high up model, not the highest quality, but it's still a pretty good camera. So I'm primarily going to be using this to take pictures in Paris when I'm going to be going in about a month, and I'll do some YouTube videos on that and all kinds of stuff. And I'm going to be using this camera for YouTube from now on. So as of right now, I'm using my iPhone 4, which shoots in 720p, and actually it's a great camera phone. And you guys are probably wondering how you're watching this in 1080p right now when the iPhone only shoots in 720p. The reason of that is that in iMovie, I usually add backgrounds and text, and for some reason that lets me export it in 1080, so that's why I do that. It helps a little bit, but not very much, but it just makes it look a little nicer. But this camera shoots in full 1080p, and I've got a tripod for it. This camera is $330 at Target, and this is the tripod, just a cheap little tripod. Don't need anything that fancy. I bought the camera at Target for $339. It came out to about 475, or no, I'm sorry, 300 and I think it was 380 with the SD card and the tripod. So the tripod was 15, or I think, yeah, it was $15, and I don't remember how much the SD card was, but the great thing I love about Nikons is that they're Mac compatible, which is really nice. But I'm gonna unbox it, and then I'm gonna show you around the OS or the software on it a little bit, and then in a future video I'll do a review. But as of right now, this is pretty much gonna be the last pretty much the last video that I'm gonna be doing with my iPhone, unless it's like little stuff that I don't really want to drag out the camera for, or I don't have the camera with me, of course. So I'm still gonna do iPhone videos, but this is pretty much gonna be the last big iPhone video, unless of course I don't have the camera with me. But so we'll go over the features and stuff on the box. You can see wide 18 megapixel zoom, which is nice. And they have a lower, this same model, but a little bit cheaper for $300. You get only 10 times the zoom, and the lens isn't as good. So I really would recommend going up with the higher end model. For only $30 more, you get like a twice as good camera. I would very much recommend doing that. It's got 12.1 megapixels, 3.0 inch LCD, full HD movie, and quick response. And then we'll look at the back. So we get the camera, we get a rechargeable battery, which is really nice, so you don't have to use those AA's. Let's see what else we get. We get a USB cable, which is nice, charging adapter, audio, video cable, not sure about what that is yet, a CD-ROM, which is nice. Hope it's Mac compatible, or the software is for Mac too. As you can see there, it's got the Mac logo and QuickTime, so it's got to be Mac compatible. Quick start guide, user manuals on the CD-ROM, warranty and register card, and a bunch of other stuff. You can see it's Windows 7 compatible, and Mac OS X compatible, and QuickTime compatible, which is very nice. There's just the stuff in other languages. So it's got this stuff here, HDMI, SD. So it supports the fast SD cards, but I didn't want to waste the money on that. So let's see what else we can see on here, if there's anything, other specifications. But yeah, this does shoot in 1080p. I was assured that at Target, so I hope it's correct. So we're just going to pull this back. And I'm glad that I don't have to do the one-hand videos anymore with one hand, because that's kind of annoying. I can't hold the camera still, and I sometimes cover up the microphone. So my video should get better now. Okay, so we've got up here some advertisements, it looks like. Okay, so I'm not going to worry about that. I don't need to buy more stuff. We get the Nikon warranty. We get the, oops, I dropped it. We get the user manual, which I'm not going to read. I already know how to use the Nikons. For your safety, not going to read that either. Not going to read the advertisements, do just some advertisements. Win $1,000 Nikon streaming thing. I'm not going to really pay attention to that because I probably wouldn't win. And here we have the software CD. So it appears that there's one for Mac and one for PC because there are 2 discs in here. Alright, so let's see what this is. So this is the Nikon ViewWare. And you can see it's got English, Japanese, all that stuff. Windows and Macintosh, and we've got the QuickTime logo, which is nice. I always like seeing that on there. And I'm not sure what this is. Okay, so that's just the user manual, and it's probably a PDF or something. Kind of a waste of a CD, but I don't know. Alright, so the camera is in here, and it says, "Thank you for purchasing your Nikon digital camera. We hope that you enjoy capturing your special moments," and then all that. So my special moments are going to be for you guys on YouTube, and this is for you, basically. So I hope you guys like this, or this new camera for my new videos, which I hope to do a video today. I don't know what I'm just going to find something random to do. Hope you guys like it. But anyway, we've got the strap, which I'm going to put on later. We've got, let's see what we have here. The USB cable, and I'm sure that's micro. No, that's some kind of proprietary USB output. Not sure exactly what that is. It's not micro USB, it's something else. This is the rechargeable battery, it looks like. It just came out. So yeah, this is the rechargeable battery. So, let's see, we've got the output to TV, which I'm not going to use this, so I'm just going to put it back in the box when I'm done unboxing. So you can just see you've got another proprietary, you can see it here, output to composite, I believe it's called. The camera's in here. We've got the charger right here, which is connected with that proprietary USB cable, it appears. Okay, so the camera's in here. Okay, so I've taken everything else out of the packaging. You can see there we've got the battery, the proprietary USB cable, and as you can see, it is not micro USB. And let's see what we got. The strap, which I'll put on later, and the charger, which is just, you know, USB outputs. So this will work. You can even charge this on the computer, hopefully. That'd be nice if you could do that, because I would very much love to do that. And then we've got this, which flips out, which is pretty nice. Okay, so now the star of the show, the camera. I haven't taken this out because I'm sure you guys wanted to see it. Let me get this to focus before we do this. Alright, so the only problem I usually have with recording with regular cameras is the focus. As you know, I do YouTube videos, and they're very up close, as this is. And I used to use an old Kodak for a while till I got my iPhone 4. Pull this out of here, and I always used to say that the camera's not focusing, and it sucked at focusing, which it did. So hopefully I won't have the problem with this camera, because I really need this to focus well. So we've got, let's see, we've got the buttons here, of course. We've got the Nikon logo and a pretty big screen, which is nice. Almost iPhone size. And let's see the front. We've got a pretty nice lens here. Let's see if I can get this to focus up there. So Nikon 18 wide optical zoom and all that other stuff you get. You've got 18x wide full 1080p HD, even though it doesn't say it on there. And the metal frame is actually really nice. It's made out of metal, like I just said. So it's not plastic, it's metal, which is nice. One thing I'm going to miss about the iPhone is the tap to focus feature, like I said with the focusing thing. So let's see what we have up here. Main feature button, which, you know, lets you control what the camera is doing. We've got effects, scene, in the video, more than likely feature right there. And then we've got focusing and we've got zooming, not focusing. I don't know what I was talking about. And this thing appears to record in pretty good stereo sound. So we've got a hole for the left and the right. I don't know if that's just there for there to be there, or it actually has 2 microphones. And then we should have the flash. I don't know where the flash is. It's probably in this little thing that pops out. But I usually don't use the flash on my cameras. So what we're gonna do now is put the battery in it and power it on. Okay, so I have put in the the battery and the SD card. So what we're going to do now is power it on for the first time. Hopefully I put the battery in correctly. Alright, so there we go. Now we're going to choose a language, and let me just zoom into the screen real quick. And it's great. This thing has like a roll feature thing. If you see that, it's got like this thing where you can just turn it, and then you can see on the scroll bar how it works. It's lagging a little bit though, as you can see. So I'm English, of course, and choose time zone, and yes, I'll do that. Now, okay. Month, date, year. Okay, I'm gonna do day, month, and year. Let me just check real quick on my iMac. Okay, so it is May 5th, 2011, so 5 11. I'm going to set the time to 7:31. So this is really nice, so you don't have to press those buttons. And there, oh, okay, so it just shot out the lens, and I hope it didn't scratch him because it was right next to my keyboard. Alright, so there we go. You can see my iMac speakers up there, and then the iMac. Let's see what we can do here. Alright, so it's in camera mode right now. Let's see if we can switch into something else. Alright, special effects. Let's see, we've got backlighting, night portrait, night landscape, scene. I'm trying to see where video recording is, because that's really what I want to see. Alright, so I don't know where video recording is, but this is just an unboxing, so I'm going to do a whole actual review of this in about a month, or maybe even shorter than that. I just want to use it for a little bit and do a couple videos on it. Or do a couple videos with it, I mean. Alright, so I figured out how to open the flash up. So, here's the flash. Like, I was correct. The flash is right here. And let me get this to focus again. I'm going to miss the tap to focus thing. Alright, so what I have to do is press this down, and then the flash shoots up like that. It's pretty much, it's actually a small flash. It's not really that big. You can see it right there. Okay, so you're just going to shut it again. And let's see, I'll show you the ports on the bottom if you want to see those. Or there's one on the side. So this thing has HDMI. I don't know if it's mini HDMI or what it is, but it's got a HDMI in it. So I'm just gonna flip this open, and it just pops out like that. So I think it's mini HDMI. I don't really use HDMI or watch that much TV, so not really sure. I believe it is mini HDMI. It looks like that. Alright, so what we have right here is the Nikon logo, the whole thing like that, and we've got AV out, which is charging, and USB, or that proprietary weird looking USB thing. Alright, so that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask me, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Also, I'm going to use this, I'm going to put a little bit of maybe like 30 seconds or even littler than that of some video that I'm going to take on this camera. I'm going to go outside and shoot some stuff. So I'm going to do that for you guys, and then you can see how good this looks. So stay tuned right now on this video. At the end I'm going to use this and show you something. Alright, so I'm just going to stay in this. So thanks for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and stay tuned for that extra video. Okay, so I'm not going to put the extra video from the Nikon in here because as you can see, this video is over 15 minutes, and YouTube only allows you to upload 2 gigs of video. It doesn't matter if it's 1080 or 720 or 480. It's actually pretty stupid, but that's the rule. So what I'm going to have to do is make a separate video and put the 1080p video from the Nikon in a separate video, and I'll put the annotation will be right here, or right in this thing, so you can click on it and go to that video. So it'll be the same thing, it'll just be in a separate video, and I don't want to put it in here because it's not going to take full potential of the camera. Of course, it's recording in 720, or the camera's recording in 1080, and this is either going to be in 720 or 480. So I encourage you to go ahead and click on this annotation so you can go see the full video that I took from the camera. Hello YouTube, this is another video from Super Apple Forever. So this is a pretty cool video. What I'm going to be doing is unboxing the Nikon Coolpix S900, or S9100. Okay, so this is a Nikon camera. It just came out a couple months ago. If you've seen the TV ads of the Nikon cameras, and this is a pretty high up model. Not the highest quality, but it's still a pretty good camera. So I'm primarily going to be using this to take pictures in Paris when I'm going to be going in about a month, and I'll do some YouTube videos on that and all kinds of stuff. And I'm going to be using this camera for YouTube from now on. So as of right now, I'm using my iPhone 4, which shoots in 720p, and actually it's a great camera phone. And you guys are probably wondering how you're watching this in 1080p right now when the iPhone only shoots in 720p. The reason of that is that in iMovie, I usually add backgrounds and text, and for some reason that lets me export it in 1080, so that's why I do that. It helps a little bit, but not very much, but it just makes it look a little nicer. But this camera shoots in full 1080p, and I've got a tripod for it. This camera is $330 at Target, and this is the tripod, just a cheap little tripod. Don't need anything that fancy.